But yeah, I think that nigga trying to push some agenda or something. Let's see what Dr. Umar talking about, Ben.
I spoke at Texas State University last night. They had a student who got
Excuse me.
expelled by the governor of Texas about a week ago because he mocked Charlie Kirk. He didn't have due process. He didn't have an expulsion hearing. They broke the law. But guess what? Did it matter? He's home. No due process, no right to appeal or nothing because the governor said he did not like it. What happened to his constitutional rights? You follow what I'm saying? All right. You don't have no damn constitutional rights. The Constitution is only used by the power structure when it benefits them. Right. When it does not benefit them, it don't matter to nobody. Look what they did with the Charlie Kirk in the aftermath. They're trying to deify Charlie Kirk, and anybody who goes against it, they will destroy you. Yep. But I got a First Amendment freedom of speech. What happened to my First Amendment freedom of speech? Donald Trump has made it crystal clear you do not have a First Amendment in this country. That was all propaganda. Look at all the people got fired, kicked off TV, lost their job for expressing their opinion, not on a slain politician, on a YouTuber. He was a social media influencer. And the president of the United States says, if you speak against a social media influencer,
that's real,
you will
though.
take away your livelihood. You don't have no First Amendment in this country. Yeah, you never did.
Definitely a show of power.
You never did. And don't get me wrong, I don't think nobody should make fun of anyone losing their life, especially in that situation. Right. I ain't got nothing good to say about Charlie Kirk. Nothing. But I'm not going to laugh at somebody losing their life like that because I wouldn't want nobody to do it to me. But celebrate him, honor him. And if you notice, a lot of the black Democrats jumped on the bandwagon to honor and elevate and deify and sanitize Charlie Kirk's message. I saw Snow Bunny Van Jones trying to clean up Charlie Kirk's image. And Van Jones is one of the biggest Democratic Party plantation slaves in the country. But guess what? He jumped on that Charlie Kirk bandwagon real fast.
Yeah, they want to make him a saint.
Yeah, they want to make him a saint. But the deification of Charlie Kirk is not about Charlie Kirk. The deification of Charlie Kirk is a social experiment to see if the government can force the people to sanitize the history of anybody they choose to turn into a hero. Because if we can force you to sanitize Charlie Kirk, we can force you to sanitize Donald Trump when he's no longer in office. And why is this important? What is America celebrating next year? July 4th, 2026 is America's 250th birthday. Wow. So they're trying to clean up. You see that? We got to clean up these images so when the world looks at America when you celebrate your 250, they won't be reminded of slavery. This is why Donald Trump trying to get the slavery taken out. All of that, we got to clean this up. We can't have all this slavery protests and all this when we turn 250 years old. That's why they doing. That's why Donald Trump went into the Smithsonian Museum and said we got to take the slavery out. That's wokeism. That ain't no damn wokeism. That's what built this damn country. Yeah. That's history. But at the same time, you know what's funny? I didn't hear Donald Trump say one word about any of the Holocaust museums.
Heard you.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I heard you.
He didn't say one word about it. You know what I mean? So, double standard. It's here. And let me say this. The reason they need to bully the American people into forfeiting their freedom of speech First Amendment is not for Charlie Kirk. It's because they coming down the pike with more things.
Right.
More weapons.
See, this what I'm gonna say.
Social engineering.
This what I'm gonna say. He's speaking some junk, and it's definitely from his perspective and his thoughts, ideas, and his presumptions of what's gonna occur. It's definitely from like that perspective and everything. But he's saying a lot of truth. It's just like skewed to, you know what I'm saying, his little vibe, his little, you feel me? But he's saying truth in it. Like, I believe everybody, especially when it's about sensitive topics and like a person got a claim on something, everybody got truth to it. The perspective just be they perspective, you feel me? But they definitely cooking up some junk, bro. And that's the whole thing. It's like niggas gotta get right. If you don't get right, you gonna get left, for real, no cap. If you ain't situated at a specific at some point in time, eventually at some point in time, it's gonna be hectic to try to get situated. So you gotta really get right, and it's like all you could really do is go day by day, bro. At this point, but it's like they cooking right now. People is, you know what I'm saying, the world getting crazy. People trying to keep power or take power. You know what I'm saying, it's crazy. You gotta move the right way, bitch. That's what I'm saying.
That they need you not to speak up against when it hits the streets. So we gotta teach them to shut up. We got to bully them into silence. So when we roll out the next COVID, when we roll out the next Gestapo strategy, they won't say anything at all. They're trying to force you to shut up because they got something coming down the pike in the next 2-3 years that is going to require us to remain silent.
A lot of people, when it comes to Charlie Kirk, are saying his reluctance to continue working with the pro-Israel movement.
Oh, I believe Charlie Kirk was assassinated by Israeli operatives working within the United States government. I absolutely believe that. He was becoming too vocal about Israel's control over the United States of America. And I believe the white power structure and the Israeli operatives that run it, because let's be clear, America's infrastructure is very much dominated by Israelis. Very much dominated by Israelis. That's why everybody who gets elected president in this country has to go to Israel and put on the cap and pay respect. You have to bow down. They run this country. They run the government. They own the politicians. They own the infrastructure, the universities, Hollywood, the music companies. They run this country.
Israeli is the Jews. Israel. Jerusalem is in Israel? Yeah. Lebanon, and Syria, Egypt, Southwest. Hebrew. Israel. So they Jews though, right? They're gonna be like, you on Wikipedia. I'm just trying to see if they Jews, bro. That's the Jews on there. Hebrew. Jewish. Oh, Saint John. Hold on, let me see. Oh, some junk.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about other media companies.
Look how tough Donald Trump is, right? He's supposed to be this maverick, right? Cowboy. why he never flexed like that with Israel. Do you realize Donald Trump has not went against a single thing yet that Netanyahu has done? And you can't tell me he liked the Israelis, because guess what? I don't think he does. He's scared of them. He saw what they did to Charlie Kirk, they can do to other people. They did it to John F. Kennedy.
And it's a lot. I mean, you got Larry Ellison with TikTok. You got CNN. You got Paramount. You know,
all the music companies.
Yeah, it's just they influence the voice. You know, okay, well, this is what you're going to listen to, and this is what you're going to grow up watching, and this is how we're going to keep you controlled.
Yep. Don't forget, the Federal Reserve is a privately owned bank. The Federal Reserve is made up of 13 conglomerates. And guess who run all 13 of those banks? It is not hard. It is not hard to know who runs the country.
Yeah, it's the Jewish.
Battery
you know,
died.
Netanyahu, as soon as Charlie Kirk passed, was the first one
to
announce his passing, to make a statement about his passing. They had a memorial for him. You know, they did everything right there.
They did the same thing for Dr. King.